Good morning, happy Monday. So I wanted to jump on, and I've been getting a lot of questions lately about my foundation routine. And when I type it out, like in Messenger or in a post, I think like, wow, that kind of sounds really difficult. And for somebody that, like for me, if it wasn't fast and simple and easy, I would not even go near it. So as I'm typing it out, I'm thinking like, that sounds like a lot, but it's not. And so I thought I would do it really quickly for you, and also so I can direct the ladies that have messaged me the last few days about it, and just kind of show you what I do that's really simple. So first of all, I'm going to apologize because Drake is home from school, so he's at the iPad. Miss Lila is no longer taking a morning nap, so I lose my 30-minute morning time. So she's with me. I'm gonna try to keep her fed. You say hi. Say hi. I'm gonna try to keep her snacking to get through this really quickly. Okay. All right. So here's what I do. I always start with primer. I don't use very much. I start with a very small pea-size amount, and here's why I use primer. Primer fills in those fine lines and like creases on my face, so my makeup does not soak into it. It keeps the makeup on top of your skin and keeps your makeup lasting longer. Okay, so before Unique, I had never used primer, and it makes such a difference. I do not have to reapply my foundation throughout the day. Sometimes I'll just do a little touch up of powder, you know, like in my T-zone, but other than that, I don't have to touch up concealer or anything. All right, so I do my primer. Now while that's kind of drying, I'm gonna go ahead and get my liquid foundation ready. I use different foundations depending on my skin type that day. So like, if I'm super dry, I use our BB cream. I love our BB cream. But most days I use our liquid foundation. Can you say hi? No? And you can use a liquid foundation brush. I like this powder puff brush. Some people use their, what's it called, the Kabuki brush. Did I say that right? It works well too. It kind of gives you kind of an airbrushed look. So typically with liquids, you don't want a soft bristle brush like this, but if you put it on right away and it doesn't allow the liquid to soak into your brush, then, ew, don't chew on that. Just chewing on my brushes. Then it works really well, okay? So I'm just going to do, whoops, that was too many. I do 5 drops. I got a little extra one there. And then I dab. So I didn't allow that concealer to soak in. Dab it around and then brush it in. So it goes really fast. I do like my liquid foundation brush. It does a really good job of coverage and spreading out that foundation, but I really need to wash it. So it's not, I haven't washed it in a while. Definitely want to keep your brushes washed. So I like this one. Look how smooth it made that foundation. So already, our liquid foundation, it starts as a liquid and dries to a powder, and it's a medium coverage. So, you know, if you just want a good amount of coverage, but you don't necessarily need the full coverage, then our liquid foundation's perfect for you. All right, then Lila's putting on bronzer. Is that funny? It's not open. She's pretending. Then I'm going to use my concealer. Honestly, I just have this little spot here, but the liquid foundation did a good job of covering that up. So I'm just going to do a little bit, and this is organza, and a little bit on my dark circles here. Organza, this is organza, right? Oh my, yes. I want to make sure I grab the right one. Organza is for pink undertones, so it's really good for those dark circles under your eyes, because it cancels out, if the color wheel, red, it cancels out the blue in those dark circles. Then I just use my finger to press. You can use a concealer brush. Lila just had this in her mouth, so I'm not going to put it on my face. Okay? So there's my concealer, and then I finish up my, I just use a pressed powder, and if I want like full coverage, this pressed powder with the liquid foundation will give me that, but I also just use it to set my makeup. So I don't use a ton. This will last me forever because I don't use a lot. Okay, now if that's my foundation routine. Now if you want to add a little bit of color, I'm going to need my bronzer. You can use blush. I love using bronzer, and I just do a little bit to contour on my cheeks, or my cheekbone, and it adds just the right amount of color for me. Can you say hi? Okay, let me take my powder puff brush, blend that out. See? Just like that. So hopefully you can see the coverage, but all of those, it evened out my skin tone. It covered up some of those blemishes I have going on, some scarring I have going on from my acne, and it's quick and it's simple. So when I type it out, it sounds like a lot, but when I do it, it's really not. It takes me, if I didn't have her grabbing all of my makeup, which is honestly pretty normal, it takes me like 2 minutes. It doesn't take long at all. So I just wanted to jump on here and show you those things, and if you are interested in trying anything, let me know. You ready for another one? I can help you get color matched. I know getting colors online seems scary, but I can do it really quickly, okay? So I hope you guys have a great Monday. Happy President's Day, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.